Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, come one, come all. This is the Panzerwerfer 42. A true half-track, armored half-track, with rockets on it. Let's see. The reload is about halfway done. We're going to be going over the new additions in patch 1.53, at least as to this current state of the dev server. That's right, the dev server is open. Oh man, look at that thing. These are big ass rockets, man. Now that tank is most definitely dead, but we just had to make sure. Anyway, let's check out the new vehicles. This will be a preliminary kind of overview on the new vehicles. Let me know in the comments below which vehicles, both planes and tanks, you want to see the most. If someone else mentioned one that you are a big fan of, like their comments so we know which ones you guys want to see the most, so I can cover them as fast as possible. So let's go to the Americans. There are two new tanks added. We've got the T-92, the first and only Tier 5 light tank. Let's take a look at this one. Very unique turret. It's got a 76mm T185 E1 cannon, obviously, a 50 cal and a 30 cal machine gun on it. It's pretty beastly. It's gonna be fast. Let's see how small it is relative. Well, there you go. There's a big bomber plane. So, and there's a truck. No, but compared to the Walker Bulldoge. Let's see, customization. Yeah, so you can see the Walker Bulldoge looks a lot bigger than the T-92. That's kind of one of the selling points, is it's got a much lower profile, it's faster. Let's see, the engine should be at the front. Let's check out the armor. It sucks, 12.7. And this is a Tier 5, guys. However, you'll notice the engine block is in the front, so it can absorb a little more damage. Ammo's in the back. Everything that's going to blow up is in the back. So shooting at it from the front, I mean, you could easily overpen this thing with any Tier 5 gun, pretty much. But anyway, so that is the T-92. We've got the T-25 here. We've got the T-25 here as the second new American tank. And if you look at where it fits on the tech tree, it's a really nice gap filler between the Sherman 76 and the Pershing. So right here with a battle rating of 6.0, 5.3 to 6 to 6.7. So going from 5.3 to 6.7 was a bit of a jump. Now we've got a 6.0 battle rating. The Pershing, I've heard, is actually kind of tricky to use given its battle rating. But now at least you'll have some fun in the T-25. Let's check her out. I'm gonna go over the armor. We've got a 90mm gun on it, so that's awesome. 76 millimeters thickness, 88 in the gunman. Let's 76 on the turrets. We've got these little 30mm tracks right there. Ooh, a little weak spot here and a flat machine gun port. It's actually kind of big, so that'd be a nice spot to shoot. Let's see what's behind it. Ammunition. But with a 90mm gun, you know, that's gonna be pretty good. Relative statement, right? I mean, I guess it'll be fun to see how it works out, because I'm a fan of American tanks, but I think this was kind of a much-needed gap filler. So the Americans got two new tanks in the main line, but then there's also this premium, the M26 T99. Holy shit! Just realized the thing had rockets. Oh my god! You know we're gonna have to test drive this. We've got, what kind of rockets are these? Where are my rockets? Rocket, it just says T-34E1 rockets. So I myself don't know offhand. You can let me know in the comments below, let everyone know. And let's try her out. We'll test drive and check out the rockets, because this Pershing with rockets, guys. Maybe, I wonder, I didn't look at the gold cost. I'm so ADD right now. There we go. So you could definitely get pretty good as I shoot the ground like hundreds of yards shorter than where I wanted to do. It's hard to see because of all the smoke. Not the most accurate of things. But you do have, what, 44 of them? So that is an alternative strategy. Man. Let's see, what does 5 do? Oh, that's just artillery. It's a new... I thought I was like, could I use my rockets as artillery? Wouldn't that be cool? And then it would adjust the tank? I don't know. Definitely look into the future there. Probably not going to happen, but I'm Pershing with rockets. Hell yeah. Let's see how much it costs, though. And hopefully it's not prohibitively expensive. I just bought it. Tits. I shouldn't have bought it. But it's probably in the $7,000 category given everything else at this tier is. They do kind of price rockets a little higher than normal. But I'll find the information. Put it in the comments. You guys let me know. I jumped the gun there, guys. But anyway, so let's move on. So that is the American tanks. Now let's go to look at the planes. We've got an SB-2C4. It's a preview. Is most needed. The SB-2C4. Hell yeah. 220s. One turret. With 2 30 cal machine guns. You can carry a decent amount of bombs. Modifications. You can carry up to, looks like, 3,000 pounds of bombs. Damn. The Helldiver, right? Yep. So there's that bad girl in here. Then we've got the TBD-1. Man, everything's so unorganized right now. TBD-1. Sitting here right at tier 1. Preview. Oh man, that's a pretty looking plane. It's goofy as shit, but I like it. I'm gonna be playing that. Let's see, and we can carry 1,600 pounds of bombs or torpedoes. Torpedoes at what? A battle rating of 1.7. Hell yeah. So you can go dive bomber or torpedo bomber. Now we just need player-controlled ships to torpedo. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Now we've got a P-38K. We've got the P-38J here. And then the P-38L. Where's the P-38K? There's the P-38E. Am I just missing it, or is the P-38K premium? I don't know, but we got a lot of P-38s. P-38K, P-38E, P-38L, and P-38J. Enough P-38s to shake a stick at. Where the fuck is the other one? Is it just me, or am I losing my damn mind? Anyway, I definitely need to buy everything and unlock everything. Like the good old days, man. Before, Gaijin did change their policy on press accounts. I no longer have one. And to my knowledge, nobody has one. But people are, certain people are allowed to have, you know, like special accounts or whatever. Didn't have to sign a contract. I can play all the games I want, and I would anyway. If they're like, hey, you can't have this if you're going to play other games, we're like, well, you know what, guys? I'm the biggest producer of War Thunder content in North America, so if you want to do that, that's fine. But I guess I just won't be able to do as much. But luckily, they're like, we will support you and give you gold and silver and research to unlock everything. But this is recent development, so everything is a bit in disarray. So let's look at the P-38J. Enough blathering, right? So let's see, we've got 120 and 450 cals. 120 and 450 cals here. I wonder how those are going to be. I remember when these things first came in, and they were not the best. But you know what? Things change over time. So that is pretty much it for the Americans. A lot of P-38s. basically. Let's move on to the Germans. Jawohl, Herr Cologne. We obviously have the Panzer 42 with its big-ass rockets. You've got 10 of them. You can reload. Armor of about 8 millimeters. This is basically an exposed ammo rack, so these things are easy to get knocked out. It is premium, so you would have to buy it with gold, and it is a tier 2. I myself purchased it, so I don't know the gold cost. But then, at the end, after the Jagdtiger, we've got something new. The Hanomag Hanschel Jagdpanzer 4-5. Let's take a look at this beast. Damn, this thing is like... Look at this thing. 50 millimeters of thickness, so at tier 5, it's basically nothing. But it's all about this gun. A 90 millimeter gun, right? Let's check the pen. So we've got APCR, able to do about 245 millimeters of thickness at 500 meters at 0 degrees. We've got fin stabilized heat rounds, so there's the big round right there. And then you've got high explosive. This thing should be pretty quick. Let's see. Max speed of 70 kilometers per hour. You know what? I mean, we really just have to test drive this to get a feel for it. We will do it. Test drive, test drive. Sie Jagdpanzer 4-5. 4/5? Yeah, it's not a, no, it's a dash. Dash slash dash. Look at this. Holy shit, that was beautiful. Whoa! Oh, we got a machine gun. So when those infantry come on up. Insta-kill. This thing is fast, man. We're in the country. We're country boys. Let's see how fast the gun reloads. This 90 mil. The fin stabilized heat round should be good. So it's a casemate style tank destroyer with the 90 millimeter gun at tier 5. The armor is pretty weak. It doesn't look like the gun's stabilized or anything. To my knowledge, we can't use gas canisters yet. So I think the big thing would be its speed. It traverses relatively well. I mean, this is obviously the arcade settings. 2. Yeah. So overall, this thing's pretty cool looking. I really wish we could use those like the gas grenades, man. Anyway, so that was that, jawohl. So what do you think of the new German armored vehicles? Yes, there's British tanks on the list, but they're not in the dev server. Let's just go ahead and, you know, cover that question because it is going to be there. Nope, and they're not premiums for any other nations. But the British tanks are going to be, you know, premiums at first. So we don't get a full tech tree, unfortunately. So let's cover the planes that are being added. There's 2 BF-109s and 2 Dornier 17Zs. Dornier 17 at 1.7. Look how cute she is. Look at this. Look at how funny this plane looks, man. It's like a little baby Dornier right here. Alright. Modifications. How much bombs can we carry? 500 kilos. Pretty much seems to be it for the E-1. Let's check out what the Z2, right? That's how you say it. Modifications. You can carry 1,000 kilos. That's fairly substantial for a battle rating of what? 1.7 once again. Compare that to this bad boy. This big goofy plane. Yeah, she can't carry as much as the Heinkel H3, but I think she's going to be a little quicker. At least, like, she looks like it. I don't know. Gotta test it. I'm no bomber pilot. Now, BF-109E4, where are you at, girl? Man, I remember when I first started playing War Thunder, I was interested in the German planes because I wanted to fly a Messerschmitt 109. So let's see, a BF-109E4. You've got 2 20s and 2 7.62s, probably. Battle rating of 2.7. Pretty similar to the E3. What is the true difference here? There's got to be some modification difference. You can carry a bomb. That seems relatively standard. Is there any difference in the 20s? MGFFMs? MGFFs. Okay, so there's a slight difference in the 20mm main guns. BF-109 E4 and E7. Where the shit is the E7 then? Are you over here? Am I losing my mind, guys? Or am I just noobing it up? Probably noobing it up. That'd be my guess. E1, E3, E4. Then the Fs. F1, F2. So the BF-109 E7. I really need to organize my planes. We're going to cover that shit later. Would it be an attacker or something like that? I mean, I don't. Maybe that's just on the preliminary notes, and some things aren't in there, so that could be it. That's what we're going to attribute it to. So the Germans have 2 new ground vehicles, the Panzerwerfer 42, the Jagdpanzer 5 at tier 5, and a battle rating of 7.7, so pretty high up there. Gonna have to use that speed and fin stabilized heat rounds really to hang with that group, because your armor is poop. But most things at tier 5 can't deal with the guns at tier 5. And some new 109s and Dornier 17Zs. Now let's go to the Soviets, who get the PT-76. This is an amphibious tank. It's tier 4. So it is a light tank, but let's check it out. She's sitting right here at tier 4. After everyone's favorite tank, the T-80 light tank, the most used tank in the game, to the PT-76. An armor of about 13mm, but you do have a pretty... Oh yeah, we gotta check out this gun, because it should be a relatively fast-firing 76. I think that's the strength of this vehicle, other than the fact that it's amphibious, which is currently unsupported in War Thunder. Whether or not we'll get amphibious tanks in the future, who knows? So... that didn't seem all that quick. I was expecting something a little quicker. Yeah, it doesn't seem all that quick. Let's see how fast she moves, because she should be pretty quick. Everything's a she today, guys. Especially this thing. It is funny looking. And I'm personally a proponent of adding amphibious tanks into the game. I would like to see it. But then again, if you look at my track record, I have said that I would like to see flame tanks in the game, and a lot of people were like, yo dude, my FPS will drop to about tiddly dicks, and I'm like, yeah, you're right, but it would be cool to see flame tanks. So that's a you know, not a full road. Things are subject to change. A lot of times on the dev server there are placeholders, so that's why I never cover flight models. But even like tank speeds and stuff like that, like for all we know, it's going off, you know, something else. That's just like how dev servers are. I remember when I first covered a dev server, I was like, oh, this went this fast, and I was like, hey, noobsticle, man. That's like, dude, like, they change it. It's not real, it's placeholders. And I was like, oh man, I'm a little Baron and I'm a noob. So, let's take out the BM-824. I'm pretty sure when I first covered this thing, I titled it the BM-24-8 or something dyslexic like that. It's something I would do. So, look at all these rockets. Oh, man. Holy shit. That was awesome. Now, the reload. Now, this is a T-60 tank chassis. So, your favorite Tier 1 tank. Oh, and the what would you call it? The range on this thing is exceptionally limited. You're gonna have to be pointing your face at the target in order to get it. We did kill that Panzer II though. I know you guys were really curious about it. Let's see how accurate this thing is on the go. With 24 rockets. Alright, so on the go is not too accurate, but you are in a rather nimble tank chassis. You do have to remember that your rockets, when present, are basically like an exposed ammo rack, so you are able to get knocked out easy. That being said, you do have a shit ton of firepower sitting on the top of that little light tank. So the Soviets got the PT-76, the amphibious tank that it cannot swim. Right here, the BM-824. They get the Po-2, just kidding. But this is one of the best planes in War Thunder. Po-2 hype! And let's go to the Yak-9B, wherever you are. The Yak-9B sitting right here at battle rating 3.3, similar to the Yak-9. It's got one Shvak and one 50 cal machine gun, 200 rounds for that. So not too much different, honestly. It seems like another one to have in there. And then there we got the Peshka 8. Where are you, princess? Princess Peshka. Hello? Where's Peshka? There you are. Oh my god. Yes. Wait a minute. What? Is this really what I think it is? Oh my god. It is, I think this is the first 4-engine. I mean, other than the TB3, right? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Babies. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first Russian 4-engine plane. I mean, other than the TB3, but bomber. Let's check the modifications. How much can this thing carry? A 5,000 kilo bomb. The DIR 20U right here. Oh my titties. Is that the biggest bomb in the game then? A 5,000 kilo bomb? Or you could carry 4050s or 4100s? Or 41,000s or 15,000? Let's compare it. Oh, it is pretty, isn't it? Let's turn that shitty armor thing off. God. Let's see, the gunners. You've got, oh my god. Of course they do that. Of course the Russians do that. Of course. Yes, we will put gunner behind engine because it looks awesome. Dude, coming at this thing from behind is dangerous. You got, let's see, is that just one gun? It looks like it, right? Let's see. Alright, information. Yes, Wiki Thunder. Alright, let's see. So we've got 2 turrets that are single under the wings. Then you've got 1 turret. Oh, actually, holy tits. You've got 2 turrets that are 20s. Oh my god. It's a new Death Star. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new Death Star. This is a 20, I'm pretty sure. I would guess that is a 20. These are the single 12.7s. And up here is the double 30 cal. Yeah, so from the front it's weak, but you get behind this thing, there's 2 20s now. There's 2 20s, and then 2 50 cals. Oh my tits, mate. Ah, I love silly plane. And look at that, it's off-centered. The cockpit is off-centered. Is it off-centered or am I just retarded? I'm pretty sure it's off-centered. Yeah. Right? That's weird. I can't get it perfectly, but I'm fairly certain that that is off-centered. It is Russian. It is not off-centered. You are centered off. So the Peshka 8, tell you what, man, for these custom battles, bombers versus biplanes, I'm going to be taking that bad boy out ASAP. Alright, and so that concludes everything for the Soviets. We've got the PT-76, the BM-824, you've got a Yak-9 Bravo, and you've got the Peshka 8, which is the new Death Star. And you know that, we got it, Death Star. Now moving onwards, we're going to go to Great Britain. I know, it is a sad, sad day, old chap. It's not as smashing a day as it could have been had we known there was going to be British tanks in their own tree. And yes, my accent is terrible. But you know what? Look at this. Why don't you just look at this? And put your hands where we can see them. No fapping, no fapping. This is the Hunter F1, and it's gorgeous. Look at that. It's like I don't know, man. Achilles spear, an impossible throw. which is not a good analogy at all for this thing. But let's check her out. Modifications. We've got 4 30s. No blazing on this bad boy. She's got them 30 millimeter 8-in cannons. You know what? This vehicle's not purchased, you little shit. You poor little bastard. But that is the Hunter. Oh, in Japan? Yes. Japan gets something. Kika. No, just kidding. Where are you? A7. J7. No, the A7M1. She's in here. Hiding. Where are you? J2M? What on the foot and titties? Well, on the thing. Aha! We found you at 2,190 gold. The A7M1. This is a beautiful late war fighter that was supposed to kind of take over for the A6M0. That camo dough. She blends in very good in tomato patches. And slightly when it comes time to Halloween, she can land in pumpkin fields in the United States to release espionage agents and nerve gas and shit like that. And I don't know what I'm talking about. But we've got 2 20s and 2 13.2s. You know what? In honor of you, Japan, I just want to I want to hear what these guns sound like. But the NK9H model of the A7M1, whatever. Ready. That cockpit dough. Fap. Guys, chill. Oh, dude, and it's got a significant amount of cannon rounds. Oh my god, yes. Look at how many cannon rounds that thing has. Enough to shoot down a lot of the capitalist pig dogs. Very honorable. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much it for the new planes and tanks that are currently in, if we look in the top right, version 1.53.6.6, obviously, of War Thunder. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see the most. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for watching.